those toys in the background, Brad.
A lot of good masters right there.
It is. Yeah. I'm kind of envious.
Dude, you should see my newest. Well, actually, my two newest are both Thundercats. I got a graded 85 overall Mumra, still sealed, PSA graded.
Nice.
And then I got this in the background, this crazy like $600 Voltron toy that's just insane.
That's cool.
Yeah. Add new stuff. But you're not even seeing the half of it. Like you're not seeing.
I know. I was about to ask, like, if you had Eternia and all that.
Yeah.
This Castle Grayskull. That's dope. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I think we are live now. This is Indy Talk with Jesse and Jaron, featuring the NerdinOut Con owner Brad Vigesaa and MAW announcer, commissioner, and co-owner Brian Sager. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you, Jaron?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Brad, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You?
You know, if you saw what happened to me on Saturday, I'm still a little hot, but I've simmered down a bit.
Yeah. It's over the weekend, September 3rd in Wisconsin. You had a little altercation with the system, didn't you?
Well, if you saw what happened, and this is what the video doesn't show, is that him and his partner, they had it falling out, and they were, hitting the refs. Sterling Bond has a tendency to go a little crazy. Okay, not a little, a lot crazy.
A lot. Yeah.
And, all my refs are done for. The match is still going. Someone has to count to 3. So I take it upon myself as the commissioner that this match needs a ref. I have no one left. So, I see a pinfall. I count it. I hit 3. I ring the bell. It just happened to be system on the other end of that. All pin system. And then I raise their hands, and then system gets in my face, chewing me a new one. He seems to think that I have it out for him. That's not the case. And, I've explained this in other episodes on your show that, just feel that he takes shortcuts and he can do without these shortcuts that he takes. So he's yelling at me and, calling me that stupid Craig name. And it's like, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to just let you berate me every time you have a little hissy fit. And so I laid back into him and I chewed him out. I'm like, and then he just right across the face. I'm like, I had to compose myself. I had to compose myself because my first instinct was to give it back. You're going to tag me, I'm going to give you a receipt. And I was like, I had to compose myself. And then, the whole crowd wanted me to fire him right on the spot. And I was like, no, I'm not going to fire him. I'm not going to fire him, but I'm definitely going to suspend him. So, and for further notice, he is suspended until we bring him back.
Okay.
So he can sit at home and he can stir over it. Think about his actions and his issues that he's had since losing that MAW championship.
Yeah. You guys have definitely gone way back. I know even definitely before he won the system won the MAW in November, and it's been going around. He calls you that silly name, and he slaps you, which is really surprising. I know he doesn't see eye to eye with you, but that slap though, as soon as I saw that video, I'm like, that's huge right there. So yeah,
Brad's had issues with him too. It's not just me.
That is right. Yeah.
It sounds like typical system. I got my problems alleviated last October when I was on the other end of that 1, 2, 3. So justice was served.
Yeah. And so you guys have are you and Brad, you and System have hashed it out, or because I mean from the last show, which back in March, it's you guys were kind of friendly, but I could still sense something going on there.
No, we still don't talk. I think it was more or less mutual. Okay, this just happened type situation. For me, it was exciting. That was my first experience ever in the ring, and that was, needless to say, awesome. You know, growing up, I watched wrestling, so being able to get in there and do a couple things was really exciting. And having a little bit of training helped. Still waiting for a phone call this year. You know, I got one more good year in me here.
Got one more?
I got one more in me for sure. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for that phone call, and whoever they let me face, if they let me face someone.
Got the phone.
Never say never, brother. Never say never.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely be really cool. And yeah, I'm sure System, I don't think System went back down from a challenge from that after he suspended, or after his suspension. And yeah, NerdinOut Con, that would be pretty cool, your event, and you guys do something, whether it's a match or altercation or something. So yeah.
Maybe he's at home watching right now because he has nothing to do. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, if anybody doesn't know, the NerdinOut Con, October 7th through the 9th, it's gonna be at the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester, Minnesota. And MAW Wrestling's going there as well on October 7th. So it's like a 2-in-1 package for the 4th time now, right? Of MAW going there.
This is our second time.
Second time.
Second time.
So last year was our first time. We had a great time there. Thank you, Brad, for having us. So thank you again for bringing us back. You know, we had such a good time last year. I thought the show was really good too. From top to bottom. You know, so we're trying to think of things to do this year to up the ante, of course. So
the show was really good. We had a lot of comments, a lot of feedback after the fact, and I'm hoping this year that not only do we sell out the floor, but we sell out above. You know, make it big, make it big.
Yeah. I mean,
all I want to hear this year is I want to hear one person say, "Acknowledge me."
Oh man!
If you Brad, if you can get that place sold out, I'll say it.
All right.
There you go. Acknowledge me. I'm the commissioner. So, yeah. I was just it was a few weeks ago. I watched the matches on YouTube a while ago, but I went back, watched Sierra versus Natalia Markova, and I thought that was a really good match. And obviously Sierra, she's tearing up the Midwest area and Duluth for DPW and Wisconsin and Minnesota and just so many different places right now. So
yeah, I'm so happy for her and Natalia. Both of those girls, you know, they're so easy to work with, and they come in and they don't, you know, just they're very professional and like having them, and I like seeing them succeeding. So
yeah. Looking at the Instagram comments right here, we got the real Drago says, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Get what?
Good evening. It says, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Oh, good evening. I thought you said "get eating, gentlemen."
Oh,
like what?
Maybe he's having a really juicy steak right now.
He must be.
Oh yeah.
At least somebody. I'm starving right now. I'm pretty hungry. I didn't have a dinner, so I just kind of, and now I'm regretting it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure Drago's having a fantastic time in good old Florida down there with the beaches and everything. So
he posted enough pictures of it. I would too. Be like, yo, here I am at the beach for like the 100th day in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting his tan on and everything. So yeah.
Good tan, brother.
Get the tan, brother. And for anybody else that's watching, we want your questions and comments for Brad and Brian. We got them here live, talking about NerdinOut Con, the system, Sierra, some random things, and almost about everything. So yeah.
Did you guys watch that pay-per-view the Castle one, Clash at the Castle. This last
I
weekend.
watched the recap. recap.
Did you what do you guys think of that Sheamus and Gunther match?
Oh,
What do you guys think?
Brutal.
I
Poor Sheamus'
thought,
chest.
yeah. Oh my god, dude! Like,
If anything, they should have called 911 on his chest, man. That thing got abused.
that was just a hell of a match. I'm a big fan of Gunther, and I think there's something there with him. And that, like, I knew him and Sheamus were gonna go. I knew they could have a good match together, but like they just tore it down and they just beat the heck out of each other. So I was really taken back at how good that match was. Fun to watch.
The only problem is, like, I know they're getting there, but like, who's lost the title in a while? Like, everybody keeps holding the title. It's all about the bloodline. There's a new bloodline member. So I'm waiting. Are we going to see The Rock? Is he going to come back? And basically, you know what I mean?
That's what I think they're building towards too. I think that's what they all.
Or like, they're going to make Fiend bigger than ever. It's something like this. That's what's coming down the pipeline, I feel.
I do have to agree. I think that I think Jaron and I talked about another one of his episodes that I feel they're building and saving that for Mania. I mean, they're going to be in Hollywood.
Well, then what about Cena? Right, because Hollywood would be where The Rock is. But what about Cena? Because Cena said he's coming back, but when he said he's coming back, he's not coming back for 1 or 2 matches. It'll be more. And you can't imagine The Rock would come back to win a belt and be in it for a long time. So it's who would be the person to do it. But who's the other guy that they brought in that looked huge that I was like, oh, maybe they'll make him challenge him now? Braun.
On Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, is that guy a monster.
Yeah, there's money there too to have Braun chase it. Maybe they had him beat everybody. Roman.
Yeah.
And just like, who do you have beat him? Who do you have beat him, Brad?
The Rock. You got to bring it back. If you
smoke.
But it's tough. You can't have him on a title run unless he's prepared to wrestle for another year.
I don't think he's prepared to. I'm sure he's got other obligations in Hollywood.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff with Kevin Hart he's got to do still.
Yeah. Got to make another movie with Kevin Hart out of the 5 or 6 they've made now. Yeah. They just came out with that was that superhero dog firefighter movie or something?
Oh, were there the dog, the
super pets,
the superhero dogs? Yeah, super pets.
Yep.
My students loved it.
Well, they did. You showed it.
They went and saw it.
Oh, they went to see it. Yeah,
they all went to go see it. And they all told me it's like the best movie ever.
Yeah. It looks good from the trailer. I should go watch and see what it's about. So, yeah.
Any other kids movie that comes out and they go see it, they think it's the best movie ever. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, in terms of like, that, but I mean, I don't know, you can't diss any Rock movie. They're all pretty good, even if it's
even Doom.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, that one was a doozy.
Yeah,
that even if you go back to The Rundown was a great movie.
I liked The Rundown.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
I liked what it was that other one he did, where he's a football player with his daughter. Was that The Game Plan?
Oh, The Game Plan. Yeah.
I thought that one was all right. It was not bad.
Yeah,
he doesn't make awful movies. Just that one. The Doom is the one that comes to mind if I think of a bad Rock movie.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, he's done good with like Skyscraper and Central Intelligence, and
even thought the Tooth Fairy was pretty funny. It was amusing.
I don't know how he pulled that off, but he
surprised we didn't get a cameo of Vin Diesel in there.
Yeah.
Pacifier meets the Tooth Fairy.
God,
that's money right there. That's a crossover just waiting to happen.
You're huge. You're huge when you end up being a movie called The Pacifier. I mean, They're looking for every which way to throw you.
Especially for Vin Diesel, yeah.
That's Vin Diesel's favorite role. Don't let him fool you. Talk about Fast and the Furious all he wants, but deep down he knows the pacifier was that bread and butter.
Believe it. Yeah. I believe it.
That somehow was really good too. I mean, that was one of the I watched that as a kid a few times, or it was a lot of times that I watched it, and it's definitely pretty good. So yeah. Looking. Oh yeah. I just had it up. Where did I put it?
You guys watch Red Notice at all with
Oh yeah, that
Wayne
was,
and Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah, there's a lot of loops and turns about everything, but yeah, it was definitely pretty good. So yeah, The Rock he's a cop, he's a bad guy. Reynolds is a good bad guy. It's a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, it's a pretty good movie right there. Go check it out on Netflix, guys, if you haven't, but I'm sure most of you guys, I would assume most of you guys already saw it, since it's already a Dwayne Johnson movie. Who doesn't watch at least some of his stuff? So yeah. But yeah, as Brian mentioned, we've had him on a few times. Probably you have to be one of the most like viewed guests on the show. We've had you, this is the fourth time now. We had you back in March 31st,
Wow.
May 13th, and July 22nd. So
No, well, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Can't get enough of that camera.
What's that?
No, I just said I appreciate you guys having me on. He says I can't get enough of this camera.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I enjoy coming on and talking. I like to talk about wrestling. I like to talk about movies. Obviously, Masters of the Universe. Another one is Brad's lyric.
You want to talk about some wrestling? Let's talk about AEW. Quake at the Lake. We had Darby Allin, one of NerdinOut Con's guests, and also Brody going at it, where Brody was broken open in like the first 45 seconds of the match, something like that. I mean, that was an unbelievable match. I was just like, I was sitting there in awe. That match was so good. So I don't know if either of you were there, but I mean, there were some great matches that night.
My cousin was there. She's a big Darby Allin fan. Big time.
Yeah.
I like Darby. He's not a big stacked guy, but he is a high flyer, man. He is not afraid to put his body on the line. Honestly.
Yeah. And he's definitely popular and over with the crowd too. And he's one of the pillars, as they say. So yeah.
He's one of their more unique characters they have over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was in, was it row 301, and I got to see that. Definitely a great match. And yeah, Brody got busted open right away, and then a lot of stuff happened, and Sting came out and everything. Sting in the coffin.
Sting was in the coffin.
Yeah.
It's Sting. It's Sting.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about Sting and Darby Allin together, but they work pretty good together. And
I was gonna say, it's worked.
They're like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
they're going good together.
And then I'm trying to remember what else was there. I mean, obviously Moxley and Jericho at the end. That was a huge pop for that, and definitely a great match, and definitely a great world title match right there. So yeah. What did you think, Brad?
I mean, I like that match. It was funny because I was actually running out to get a drink when Moxley was going to come in. So they roped us off. So I was stuck there until Moxley was in the ring because of the fact they wouldn't let you through. So that was pretty wild, but you got to see him out there, and he was doing push-ups and stuff. But that was a good match. Wish we would have saw like Luchasaurus take on someone better than he did. That was like, that felt like it was a
Yeah.
45-second match, right?
Yeah, that was
Jade
definitely a
Cargill, that
spot.
was a good match, though. I'd like to see her take someone bigger on, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her and Nyla Rose would be pretty good. Yeah.
It would, or even like title versus title. I think that would be really cool to see. Even though, because if you had her face, what's her name? I'm blanking. Rosa.
Oh,
It's like she's the powerhouse, and Rosa would be the little scrapper. So it'd be an interesting match. But, and I mean, Jade's like what, 37-0 now? I mean, she hasn't been defeated.
yeah.
What's next? Double belts. That's what's next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she's definitely she's doing a great job with the character. I just hope she not saying that she's bad in the ring. I just hope that she learns more and is does more with that. She's definitely got the look and the power, but I think she's still got a little bit more that she can show.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I agree.
Yeah. But I mean, she practically debuted in AEW, no other like full wrestling experiences. I know she had like a tryout in WWE and some like seminars, but she's doing pretty good for her first years in wrestling. So yeah. Especially like debuting with Shaquille O'Neal versus Cody and one girl. Dang it. I can't
That's
remember.
a guy that could face Roman. They could, I mean, they've been building him. He's undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I thought weren't they I think they're trying to hype up, was it Tyson Fury and Roman? Was that what they're trying to do? The UFC?
They didn't know if they are. They just had Tyson on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I just think he was on a pay-per-view because he was in that area. That's where he's from. So I think, you know what I mean? They were just putting him, sprinkling him in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, his WWE appearance a few years ago, that he didn't do much for in terms of that, but I thought they would continue off of that. But I mean, if he was in the area, of course they should have him VIP front row or something. So yeah. What else was going on at the the Ricky Starks Rick, I thought the Ricky Starks Aaron Solo match was pretty good, and then the faction that Solo was a part of, they came out, and then Ricky Starks ran up to the row that I was in, so I got some
Nice.
time that night. So
Nice.
I was looking up the entire time as the camera was on me, but I kept looking up there so I could try to find me, but of course the camera's looking at or pointing at you, so I'm just up like that the entire time, but camera time. So yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool part there. So yeah. What do you guys think about Punk coming back that night?
Well, with everything going on with Punk right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's good. At the time, Punk needs to come back, and
Yeah.
they put the belt back on him and everything like that, and they did just this last pay-per-view. And if whatever they're doing, if it all is a work, it's a really good one.
Yeah, if it is, that'd be interesting, but I feel like I don't think it is, given like Punk has done this in WWE. People didn't want to realize it, but now they kind of do. But I don't.
He has. I've heard stories of him being this way too in the indies around in the area. It's hard to work with.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Well, he just seems very angry. Not that AEW is supposed to be like a positive place, but turns out it might not be. And I'm sure Tony Khan's not happy about that. But yeah. Well,
Sure, there's plenty of stuff that goes on behind the scenes we don't know about. I mean, I watch a lot of those documentaries, and I've even heard some stuff from agents where some of these guys really don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I thought what was the one up? Was the one pay-per-view? I forgot what it was called, but at the end, or no, yeah, it was the night Claudio Castagnoli debuted, and he and Kingston had an altercation. I don't think that's just storyline. I think they have some kind of issues from way back then, and I don't know if Kingston had to have known that he was coming out, but he definitely looked really angry at the end.
Hmm.
Same with him and Punk too, but yeah. But I mean, yeah, they're with all the WWE talent and indie guys that they got, they definitely got to have some issues with each other and everything going on. So
Yeah.
the ex WWE guys coming in and doing everything. So yeah, it's a big roster, but I don't know if they can coexist with each other.
They need to split that roster up and just do ROH.
Yeah, they really haven't. They've had a few
I
papers.
thought that was the plan. I thought that's why he was buying up everybody. And like, because he bought ROH. Okay, you bought ROH. What's your plan to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Oh, you're just going to keep the belts and defend them on your shows.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Suppose that's what WWE did with WCW for a while. You know, kept their belts around and did that angle. That's, you know, not very reflected on fondly, that invasion angle they did.
Yeah, that is true. It was a big thing, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of is the same with AEW and ROH now, but just they just want more titles on the show and bringing in. Oh, I think it is cool that they bring like the New Japan titles on the show, but I mean, you guys are just kind of having extra titles on the show just because. But
Well, I was watching. I went to the theater to watch it. Actually, I was like,
Mhm.
I watch wrestling in the theater. It's fun. And it
Mhm.
was. It was. The show was just too long. And then like almost every match was a title match. Like how many belts did this do you guys need? Like they introduced like this trios championship. I'm like, well, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yes, but why not just do the Freebird rule like everyone else does, where anyone in your pod can defend the tag titles or whatever, but you know, just to have another belt, I guess. So then you got
Everybody can be champion now, so
TNT championship, the TBS championship, the
yeah,
women's championship, the intern championships. It's like,
yeah. That was a whole thing. He wasn't actually champion, but it wasn't just because usually in WWE they took the spot away from Bryan, then he came back to try to get the title, but they weren't interim champions. So now I guess that's a thing. But yeah, I hate the idea of like a TV network title. Like you're the champion of a network. It's weird.
I think it's just supposed to be their idea of a TV title. But
Yeah.
the thing is with the original concept of the TV title was that they had to defend it every time on that show. I believe that was the original concept when WCW. I think it was it might have been another organization that did it too, but I believe it was WCW who came up with the TV title, and that the concept is you have the TV champion must defend every week on the channel.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I believe that was the original concept.
I mean, it definitely would have worked better, but yeah, it's been really weird how they're doing that. But yeah,
They're just convoluting it. Too many belts. It's like I remember growing up. What did we have? We had a championship, intercontinental championship, tag team championship. Was there anything else?
When I was growing up, those were the only three.
Yeah.
You had your top belt, your mid card belt, and your tag belts.
Yeah.
And it's really all you needed. And then they introduced along the way with the European Championship.
Well, we got the 24/7,
24/7, and the hardcore belt, and I remember when they had like WWE, WCW kind of doing this. They had everyone had a belt. Like something was wrong with you if you didn't have a belt. and then they finally unified them, and which was good. I don't like the idea of just all these belts everywhere. Then the belts don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like, which one are you chasing and why are you chasing it? That's it. You always back in the day, you always want to be the top dog, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And like is really running for the 24/7 championship and a big accomplishment. It's fun, but
Yeah, man.
it's just the title to have that stage, but champion of
Is it fun? Is it fun according to their law and standards of it? Anybody can fight you anywhere. Always watching your back.
Apparently.
Yeah.
No, even now, not just AEW, but I feel WWE has too many belts.
I agree.
Yeah, I think.
I like the idea that they unified the two belts, the WWE and the Universal, which they should do and keep that way. I think they should unify. Didn't they unify the tag belts too?
Okay, can I go way off subject here?
Oh yeah.
Now that you just said that, you ready?
Yep.
What else could Roman Reigns want?
If what else could Roman Reigns want? To be a Hollywood star like The Rock, brother.
What if they brought in what's his name? Steiner's kid.
Oh,
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. He could take the NXT championship.
He could do
that. Have all three of those.
Oh, you want Roman
or Braun, because I mean, at some point you got to give the keys to the new kid. He's a beast, man. Like, why are you still keeping him in NXT?
Yeah, that is true.
You brought up some of the bloodline. Let's see Braun. Let's get Braun in there and let's get him moving and shaking. That guy is a beast.
Yeah,
I'd like to see.
Yeah, he is really good. Yeah, I think that would be another guy to bring up. And
Jaron, who else is with us in the chats?
Oh yeah,
with us on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
At 9:09.
Yeah, 9:09.
Oh yeah. Chavo just said some comments, and he had a comment, but then he changed it up, and I see why he changed it up, because he said, "Get this man a plague," but then he meant plaque. He didn't respond to a few minutes after. He didn't realize that. I'm like, you want to give someone a plague? Huh.
That's messed up, Chavo.
Chavo's turning heel. The heel.
Chavo.
Who gets a plaque? I want to know who gets a plaque. Maybe that's what they should do. Instead of belts, get plaques.
Everybody gets a plaque.
Defend the plaque at WrestleMania.
Participation plaques.
Right?
For participating, here's a plaque.
Good
job.
Yeah. We got Drake. This entered the comments section.
Hi, Drake.
Yeah.
Drake, we talking like, hey, Drake.
No, Drake and Disorderly. Takes the photos with us, of course.
Yeah.
She does great work too, by the way. If anybody's looking for anybody, Drake's your girl there.
Yeah, definitely does awesome work, and I always keep up with that's how I get updated with all the shows. I just look at her pictures, see what went on, and they're definitely great pictures, and I've used them for inspirations for the custom figures that I do too. So yeah, and I just said
so it is you that does those.
Yeah,
you do them, but they're good, man. Those are really good. Pretty solid work.
Yeah, I just sold Chavo the second ever Rampage Santana custom figure. So yeah, with the black tights and the white cornrows hair and everything. So yeah, I just did that. And what else have I done? Oh, I did make a system figure recently, and I'm working on selling that. I'm gonna ship that out to a system fan on Instagram eventually. So
joke's on you. It was me that bought it so that I could destroy it under my car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you take that's how you do your promo. You'd be like, this is you, system. Yeah. I did a little thing for Rampage. I had the system. The first time I showed the system figure on camera and on social media, I showed it on the show. We had Rampage on for the second time, and he's like, hit him with the Johnny Driver, and bam. So had a little promo for Rampage right there. I wish I had the Rampage figure at that time so he could do it to him, but
You might appreciate my custom figure. I did it myself.
Oh, there we go.
Is that?
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
What's that?
Oh, is that Bane? Nice.
Pretty accurate. Pretty
Not-
accurate.
Not too bad.
Muscles on there. That's his it's his alter ego, Bane.
Boom.
Yeah.
Wonder what if I break first? Your body or your spirit?
Mm. Oh, oh yeah. Drake says photos and tour with the supernatural Impala, Brad.
Yep. So the funny thing is, I've actually known her longer than I've known MAW, because she helps Dusty's props that has the supernatural car baby. And the first Comic-Con we threw on, they had it in there, and I'm like, what's the chances you guys allow me to drive this thing? And they allowed me to drive it into the arena, which I didn't get to go super fast, but it was super cool. It was just being back in those old cars with those seats and just listening to the sound of it. It was awesome. It definitely made my morning.
Mhm.
So, yep.
Mm.
And they're back at it this year.
Mm-hmm. It is a cool car. Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. Or well, not where you've seen it, but on TV, yeah, I've seen it. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's a real cool car.
It's a nice car.
Chavo says 2 of the best media folks in the Midwest on here. I agree with that.
Is he talking about you two?
Or he's talking about you and Brian.
Brad's is pulling them into big names for the Nerding Out.
Mm-hmm.
Chavo's one of them. I just signed Chavo. He's coming.
You signed Chavo?
Signed
Chavo.
Oh,
You tell us, man.
Lineup just got bigger, boys. Lineup just got bigger.
That's right.
Chavo
I'm
makes
gonna
his own post.
drop $50 on a Chavo autograph.
That's right. You're gonna have to get that custom Chavo figure.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
With accessories.
Yes, with accessory of the camera. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
there you go.
That's money.
Oh
Yeah.
Chavo, we're gonna talk licensing deals. Okay.
Yep. I get 15% royalty for that.
Cha-ching.
Oh man, there you go. Chavo's making money now, so he's with
He's probably at home right now dying.
he's yep. Oh, Drake says he got to drive in. There are like 8 videos somewhere of it.
Yup.
There
Sure
you
did.
You got to drive it?
Yeah, I got to drive it in.
Nice.
That's what I was saying. It was awesome.
You should drive it to your entrance to NerdinOut Con.
Yep. I drove it from outside. They had it outside, and I drove it into the arena.
There you go. Oh.
Yep.
What are both of your guys' favorite types of music?
Rock, heavy metal.
Oh God, I'm so diverse. I like.
That's what comes to mind, at least. But then, like, I'll listen to that one moment and be listening to classical the next. So I like almost all forms. I'm just not a country guy. I'm not a big country fan.
I don't do country. What I'm into right now is a gentleman by the name of Abstract.
Okay.
He's a rapper, but he also does he's kind of like Machine Gun Kelly, but not as out there. So like he'll do like some heavy metal type stuff, but it's not heavy metal. It's just more like rock, but he's a rapper. And I don't know. I really dig his stuff. And he did a song. Basically, I started listening to it after I left my full-time job and started working at the toy store. And in one of his songs, he talks about that, how like, you know, he left his full-time job to do rap, and how a lot of people are too scared to do that. And it was just, it really stuck with me. So I dig his stuff. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Plus he commented on my Instagram one day after I said that.
And you definitely got to put him over.
Not just saying, I'm just saying.
So no, I like I said, I like a variety. But yeah, I always find myself listening to rock or heavy metal, angry chick music.
Avril Lavigne.
I used to love me some Avril Lavigne, man. Like a skater boy with my jam.
Hey, there's no shame to that.
She's changed over the years, but back when before she became as mainstream as she has become, I guess you could say.
I think they all go mainstream. That's what it feels like. I just started listening to Sum 41 again. A little Fat Lip, that gets me going in the morning at the gym.
Like with Nickelback, before they became so mainstream, they used to be pretty edgy, and then they're trash now. But that's my opinion. Sorry if you're a Nickelback fan, but I just can't stand them. But like before they became like so heavy mainstream, like they were pretty edgy and they were pretty fun to listen to.
So let's ask the question everybody wants to know. What's the card for NerdinOut Con for?
Oh, it's their card from NerdinOut Con 4.
What's that card look like?
Well, let me tell you. So this is our thought process. I can't reveal any names or anything yet, but we're going to be very heavy character oriented this year. We want this to feel like a comic book, like a brought to life comic book with gimmicks and stuff like that. We just want this to be fun this year, and we feel like you know the colors and gimmicks and characters and such like that. This is the perfect show and place to do it. So
all right,
ultimately that's the thought process, is just trying to make it like a giant comic book. Characters come to life. You know, you could probably already think of some names that are, you know, characters and such like that. So that's our thought process and what we want to do and where we want to go with it. So we did work out a potential card, and then of course, you know, Eli's got to call everybody and chat with them and talk with them, see if they're available. So fingers crossed that everything that we had planned out and thought of was, you know, but we had some good ideas, and it just all depends on, you know, if guys can make it this year. So
I like it.
And then Brad, obviously you're feeling froggy, right?
I'm training.
All right, you're training. So I'll tell you what, Brad, you got a match. No,
yeah.
I don't know what's with you, but you got
I'm in. All right.
We'll do something. We'll do something with you.
I'm in.
So but in return, though, I want you to sell up that whole upper half of the stadium this year.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies.
Frenemy. I like it.
Your side chicks, whatever.
Nope, none of them.
None of them. Smart man.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, Jerry, you got to pump this. We got to sell out. We heard it here first. I'm in there somewhere. So now it's time to sell and go.
Let's go.
All right, there you go.
Jaren's got to get a VIP table. He can do the podcast right there. Like right there.
There you go.
Just live. Would that be a first?
Someone with the... It would be a first.
Would that be a first?
Bad idea, Jared. No, I think other podcasts do their things at the events. Not at a table, but I know that.
I was gonna say right up front.
Not right up front.
Yeah.
I have seen some podcast stuff go live when they're at a venue and stuff like that. They're like outside of it, or they're inside of the concession area or something like that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, wow, we got so much action out here. We're going to discuss it. Yeah, something like that. So, yeah.
We'll talk, Jaren. We'll talk. We'll figure something out for you. You gotta get Jesse too.
Yeah, Jesse will be. Yeah, oh yeah. If anybody hasn't heard, Jesse and I will be there. Jesse lives in that area, and I'll be traveling there. So
Nice.
yeah, Indy Talk will be there, and we're definitely planning on wearing our shirts, which you should definitely go buy right now on Facebook right now. So do it. Yeah.
So we got NerdinOut Con in October,
Well,
but we got a big one this Sunday, guys.
Yep.
We got a big one this Sunday with Matt Cardona is going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
how do you say it? Wilberly, Minnesota? Did I say that right? I'm not sure if I did.
Where is it?
Close near, I think it's close near Oakdale. Willerby.
Well,
at the Roma Brewery.
Will Ernie. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I should learn how to say that before I get there, right? I should probably do that. Probably learn how to say that.
Butcher the name in front of the town.
This Travis is ring announcing. Travis, learn how to say that city. Do it.
Yeah.
Get back to me. It's Travis watching.
Yeah. He did just come. He says Brian favorite metal band and why.
Ooh. Whoa. Nikes. Favorite metal band and why? I can tell you my favorite band. I don't know if you consider the metal though. Linkin Park. Huge Linkin Park fan. I loved Linkin Park. I still do. I love listening to it. I had tickets to go see them live when they were going to be in town here in Minnesota, and then it was maybe 2 weeks before the show, and then he committed suicide. And I was just so hard. It was so devastating to hear that. I was so sad. And it just felt so bad for him. And it's just, for his family and his fans, me being a fan especially, it was just really sad and heartbreaking. And so, and just as their music got me through a lot of tough times, that I just didn't, I liked it, liked the stuff. Spine Shank was another one that comes to mind. I don't know, you guys know who Spine Shank is?
No.
So back in the early 2000s, I used to be really, really big in underground grunge metal bands that weren't very, mainstream. Because I feel that bands, once they become mainstream, they kind of lose who they used to be. Does that make sense? They sell out, as you would say, to water themselves down to become an easier sell. Spine Shank. I really dug their stuff, and when I used to wrestle, I used to use one of their songs as my theme for a long time. Il Nino is another one that comes to mind. Slipknot, obviously Slipknot.
Yeah, there you go.
Other ones come to mind, but ultimately, I'd have to go with Linkin Park. Is that a good enough answer? If not, I'm sorry.
It's a good answer. Yeah. Are you saying that you were edgy back in the day too?
I wasn't goth or anything like that. But I just, I like to have I used to like to have a good time. Let's just say I like to get out and do stuff, mingle, obviously wrestling, was a big thing of it too. This music's always been kind of a, everyone loves music, but me especially, I always feel that music adds a lot to something. Depending on the situation, you could put something in and it can totally change the dynamic of what you're watching. Like if we could put on Celine Dion over us right now and it just make it epic.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The Titanic song.
It would.
Heart would go on, or just. Where I was to go with it. Sorry, it's late and I'm tired. It's 9:30.
Yeah.
But what about you, Brad? You got a favorite?
Man, I think if I'd have to go with most recently, it'd have to be Hollywood Undead. I really dig their music.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, one of those songs may be one I would walk down to.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't know, their stuff gets me going in the gym. I like it. I do have a lot of Linkin Park too on my playlist. Linkin Park's a good one to jam out to, but I would have to say more recently, Hollywood Undead.
Looks
Good
like
stuff.
a good song. There's one wrestler in North Dakota that uses forgot which song, but it's a Hollywood Undead song. It's his name's Matthias. He's the APW champion in Wisconsin and North Dakota. He's the North Dakota's #1 heel, according to himself. So yeah.
According to himself.
According to himself.
Well, he calls himself
Sounds
that.
like-
I don't. Maybe Pete King calls him that. Some other guys. So maybe I'll call him that eventually. I'll have to, no. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, I guess we can announce that right now. Been in talks with Matthias, and next Tuesday, September 13th at 8:30, we will have Matthias on here. So there we go,
Matthias.
man.
I like
Yeah.
the name. Matthias.
That is a good name. Yeah. Tried to choke me out one. No, tried to messing around at a below zero show. He comes and like starts shaking me. I'm like, holy crap, what was that? But yeah, no, he's a good guy,
Tisk.
though.
Don't do that, Matthias. That's my boy right there. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Jesse,
Yeah.
you can do it too, though.
Yeah, do that. Jesse, you can do it. Yeah.
Mess Jesse up.
Yeah, there you go.
Just kidding, Jesse. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's good. If he doesn't cause any trouble at NerdinOut Con, but yeah, we'll have Darby Allin can attack him or something. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
we got the big one. We got the big one this Sunday.
Mhm.
And then, NerdinOut Con, October. And then, of course, Grand Slam 4.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Seen some of the guys. I'm excited for Diamond Dallas Page. DDP.
DDP.
So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming for closing the year strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's the Grand Slam again? If you want to put that up.
It's at the Tartan High School in Oakdale, Minnesota again this year.
Okay. Yeah. So go check that out, guys.
It's like our Trump Plaza. We'll go there 2 times back to back.
Back to back. There you
WrestleMania 4 and 5 back to back. Trump Plaza. Tartan High School back to back. Grand Slam 3, Grand Slam 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Wilmer Mania, right? Was that the same spot or?
No, Wilmer Mania was in the same spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope there's going to be a Wilmer Mania 4.
Oh, there you go. I was a big show last April. I was there in front row and definitely a great show, and 1,250 people, I believe. So yeah,
and they were loud.
It was.
They were so loud they made my ears hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially the pop that Lainey got when she won the belt. Like I thought my eardrum was gonna pop.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Then Medusa presenting her with the title. That was definitely really cool.
Absolutely. So Brad, tell us about some of your guests for NerdinOut Con 4.
Oh man. So well, first and foremost, wrestling fans, we have Darby Allin coming. Darby Allin will be there Saturday and Sunday, AEW superstar. We've got from The Mandalorian, Supernatural, Castlevania Netflix series, Emily Swallow, who played as the armorer in The Mandalorian. From a lot of 90s cartoons, we're talking G.I. Joe, Voltron, Transformers, Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, so many more. We have Neil Ross and Morgan Loftig, who are the voiceovers for so many characters that we grew up watching in cartoons. We just signed oh my gosh, Lexi Raby, who played Tony Stark's daughter in Infinity War. Morgan Stark, I Love You 3000, famous for that.
I love you 3000.
Yep. We've got oh man, who else? Ming Chen's coming back as always. We have Denise Crosby, who was in Star Trek: The Next Generation. She was in Pet Sematary and other. We have R.A. Milahoff, who was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, or Leatherface, I should say.
Okay.
Claire Blackwelder, who was the Purple Ranger in, oh gosh.
There was a Purple Ranger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
That must have
now
been one of the newer
Dino.
ones. I
He
stopped
was in
watching.
Dino Charge. That's what it was. I couldn't remember there at first. And then Sandy Fox, she's another voiceover. She plays Chibi Moon in the Sailor Moon anime. She's Hello Kitty. She is also Betty, the most recent Betty Boop. So a lot of different areas that she hits, because Betty Boop was like back when I was younger. Hello Kitty, I feel like, has been over the span of time, and Sailor Moon is popular now and more recently than before.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm still missing people, so I'm gonna have to turn my page here. But I think that's it for now. I think I got them all, actually. Woo.
Yeah, it looks like you hit everyone from the.
Yeah.
I mean, from the posts that I've seen on the site.
Yep.
Guys, go check out NerdinOut Con Facebook page. It's on lots of stuff on there.
There is something for everybody, man. I mean, you're talking vendors that are gonna have wrestling figures. You're talking movie accurate cars and props. Cosplayers, we're flying in cosplayers from all over the U.S. that do some crazy cosplaying, including Crystal Star, who was a Lego Master. She was on the Lego Master show. She was, I think that they got third place, if I'm not mistaken. So there's going to be so much to do. 3 days. You got to come at least experience it. And MAW Friday night. So
that's right.
That kicks the whole weekend off right there.
So just speaking on my experience last year, thank you for those tickets, by the way. I had a really good time. I don't really go out and do those things that often, just because I don't have a lot of time. But every time I do get the experience on them, I wish I get to. And your NerdinOut Con 3 was a blast. I had a blast and spent more money than I probably should have on stuff. I bought board games and a whole bunch of stuff. But I was like, I bring it all home. It's like I have a problem.
Yeah. It's always a good time, no matter what. Even just interacting with the people there, because it feels like for the most part, everybody that's there is just having a good time. Yeah. So it's not very often you can go and be in a big group of people that are just having a good time and enjoying. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to Crypticon this year.
Ooh.
I've never been to Crypticon before. I'm kind of excited, but I was a little let down that the one person I was really looking forward to meeting backed out. Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp.
Okay.
It's in my top 10 favorite movies. I know what you're going to say, bad acting. I know it has bad acting. No, I just love the twist at the end of that movie. But big fan of that, and I was looking forward to meeting her because I had like 101 questions I was trying to ask about it. And, she backed out. No,
I wanted to go really bad, and then it's my buddy's wedding now, so now I have to miss out.
Wow. Darn,
I'm excited this to go, and I love horror movies. So
yeah, I wanted to meet Danielle Harris because I've actually been trying to get her to our Comic-Con for a couple of years now, and I wanted to meet her. And I mean, we had Scout Taylor Compton at our Comic-Con 2 years ago, who played Laurie Strode in Rob Zombie's Halloween's. So that was really cool, and they're really close friends, actually. So
that's neat.
Yeah, they do a podcast together and everything.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I'll get her to sign my Halloween 4 or 5 DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Chavo just said Power Rangers is hitting season 30 after the first few seasons. Each season was a different group and Rangers.
Next year is the 30th anniversary, actually. Yep.
Yes.
So
insane.
That is insane. Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped I used to love Power Rangers, and I think I stopped. When did I stop watching it? I think it was like almost when the whole original cast was gone. Like,
Oh,
I don't like when you do stuff like that, like when you take out original cast and try to put someone else in their place, and it's just like it's like taking away your favorite toy and like giving you a new toy and saying, no, this is what you're going to play with. This is your new favorite toy. Forget the old one. You like this one. No.
yeah. I pretty much is the same. Yeah.
I guess I missed out on some cool stuff over the years. Like they brought Tommy back here and there, and that was like Tommy was my favorite character. The Green Ranger is my favorite Ranger. Even when he went White Ranger, I still like that too. Like I know I guess they did something with him many years later, where like they had him as like the Zordon or something like that, kind of like the mentor or something like that. Brad, you're probably more into it, right?
Power Rangers wasn't my thing.
No, okay.
No, I mean I've watched it from time to time, but I grew up before that, so it was kind of after. So, I mean, the original was back then, but like all this newer stuff, like Space, Dino Charge, all this was after me. So for me, it wasn't in those cards.
Well, I saw some clips on YouTube where like they brought Tommy back for Dino Charge, and they did like this cool dream sequence with him facing all the different Rangers he was, which was kind of cool actually. Like,
which Tommy was the Blue Ranger, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He was the green.
Oh, are you talking about Jason? That Tommy?
Jason David Frank.
Yeah, okay.
Plays him, yeah. But that's as far as my fandom for Power Rangers goes. Just the old stuff. Don't know much about the new stuff.
Yeah.
And again, I'm probably one of the few that liked the new movie. I liked the new movie. I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, nobody went to go see it, so they left it open for a sequel. And
you know how you like get everybody to go watch it is do what Marvel and everybody else is doing, right? So you have the new Power Rangers in, and then somehow have them being like defeated or down, and then somehow bring in the oldest crew of Power Rangers and have them be there to like motivate them or something. Then they get teleported back away. Just that one cameo would set it off. It's proven.
It's proven. So that's how you do
it. Walter Jones would be down for it, man. That dude is talented as all beat hell.
Oh yeah. But that's how you do it. You got to do it that way with the reboots and the
or have them all come in for a quick cameo, have them like maybe kick some quick butt, and then they morph back out.
Yeah.
But
did it with the new Ghostbusters.
See?
They weren't even in it that long, but they didn't need to be.
All right, all I want is a cameo appearance if they do this now, since I'm the one that brought it up. Okay.
There you go.
I just want a cameo.
Royal.
I'll be the Power Ranger. The Black and Decker Power Ranger.
What about the purple one?
Yeah.
I'll be the Power Ranger.
Yeah.
The turquoise Power Ranger.
What is it? Chavo says there's a good documentary series on Netflix called The Toys They Made Us. It has an episode on the Power Rangers.
I haven't watched it yet, but I know the show.
Yeah.
I finished the movies that made us.
That was awesome. Wasn't it?
Show.
Home Alone part? Oh my gosh. Wow.
Good stuff.
I learned a lot.
Incredible.
Yeah. I really enjoy those ones because it just goes and it like gives you the backstory. Like, okay, so on the Toys That Made Us, did you watch the Masters of the Universe one?
No, like I said, I haven't watched that. Like I just finished the movies. Yeah. I'll watch the Toys That Make Us next. So
in that episode, not to spoil it all, but they go into how like they came up with everything. And the big gym line, they use the tiger from that to make Battle Cat. It's pretty cool. They just repainted it, put basically the saddle on them and the helmet on them is what they did. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got a Ninja Turtle episode on there too. I'll dig.
Oh, they probably got everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Netflix has got a lot of stuff. I just started like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm already on season 2, but I just I'm watching Manifest, the movie where a plane takes off and then somehow leaps 5 years into the future, and they're trying to find out why. Yeah. Yeah.
I just finished Lock and Key.
Mm.
You guys watch that show on Netflix?
No.
I just finished The Circle, so
Lock and Key, The Circle.
Lock and Key. It's got 3 seasons on Netflix. Brad, I think you'd really like it too.
You ever seen The Circle?
The movie or is it a show?
No, it's a show. Go check it out. You'll be hooked.
Yeah.
You'll be in season 2 in no time.
How many seasons it got?
I don't know. I think it's 3.
3?
It's a reality show, but it's so good. It's like you get hooked.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. You watch Lock and Key. I'll watch The Circle.
All right. We'll reconvene for NerdinOut Con.
That's right. And take notes.
Yeah. Oh, if you guys could build this ultimate sandwich, what would it be on? Found some random questions online. I'd throw
Okay. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, please tell me who asked that one.
Yeah, that sounds like a Chavo question. Or, no, I take that back. It sounds like a Drago question.
Listen, my sandwich would be easy. I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like a lot of vegetables. So it would be like literally a ton of meat, some American cheese, maybe give me some green peppers, some black pepper, some olive oil. I'm good.
Oh, there you go.
We're in the same boat there. I can't stand mayo. I think it's disgusting.
No, and then
so
if you go to Subway,
I'm
you know
a
what
plain
Subway's
Jane
like,
kind
right?
of guy with my sandwiches. At Subway, like it's just
you go to Subway,
the meat. Gross.
and that's your mayo.
Gross.
Well,
Like,
definitely you put a lot of mayo on it. Tastes horrible, but no
the
mayo.
meat, the cheese, and that I'm good. With
Yeah.
the sandwich. Don't need any condiment on it. I'll get some lettuce on there. Maybe some like green peppers, but like I don't like olives or any of that kind of stuff. No, gross. But okay.
Are you a mustard sandwich, ham and cheese guy?
Not on a cold cut sandwich. Like I'll like it on maybe like a hot dog or a brat on my sandwich.
Yeah.
Or a burger.
I could do it if it's like turkey. Now, if we're talking turkey and throwing some mustard on there, but with normal bread, I can make that happen.
Yeah, there you go.
Right now, I'm so hungry, I'd probably eat that.
I'm thinking I'm going to go have a bowl of Lucky Charms, and I owe my son a game of pig out on our mini basketball hoop here. So I got to do that before I can even go to bed, and I'm swamped full tomorrow. I got so much to do. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Oh, man. Here's another interesting one for you guys. If you guys could invent a holiday, what would it be?
Go ahead, Brian. You start.
A holiday? If we could invent a holiday, what would it be?
Can't be a Brian Sager holiday, though.
Every day is a Brian.
I'd like to know why not.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
It's my birthday, man. It's my birthday.
Oh, I guess that's
a holiday.
Shit,
I don't know. That's a tough one. Oh, is there like a wrestling day? Something like that. It needs to be like a wrestling
24 hours
day where.
Is there an official wrestling day?
I don't know. WrestleMania is probably the closest I could think of. Like, where wrestling fans start like treating wrestling like they're treating it like it's a holiday. WrestleMania's time. Kind of like the Super Bowl, like, you know, everyone treats the Super Bowl day like it's a holiday. Yeah. The day after the Super Bowl should be there should be nothing should be open. Okay.
It shouldn't.
And it should be observed the day after the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Day after any big major sporting event. That includes wrestling.
There you go.
Should be nothing open. Everyone takes a rest day. An observance.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you say, Brad? What do you got over there?
I think I'd be like creative day. Like everybody has to put down their cell phone and you need to basically go find something to do that you could learn, or you know what I mean? Like whether you're a drawer, you get the whole day to draw. Whether you love to do sewing, you go sew. I don't know. I just don't think we get enough time on our hands to be able to do the things that we truly enjoy because it all takes so long.
Like writing.
That's my lame answer.
No, I like it.
To it.
I like your answer more than mine. I'm gonna steal it.
I think if there was a national holiday, it'd be called Go Shop at NerdinOut Day, where everybody has to come and buy at least one thing. Period. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. No, creative day is pretty good. Just get some paper, get some crayons, start coloring something. Use your imagination, yes.
That's right. Bring back the imagination.
Yeah. Now, I thought it'd be cool to bring this name out. He just entered the Instagram live right here. Alex Findley just joined from the academy. So
hello, Alex.
Yeah.
Findley, the seasoning
from the academy.
And if you guys haven't heard yet, Alex Findley on Indy Talk, September 30th. So go check that out.
There's another plug.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got them all. He's getting them all on the show. Everybody, it's a hot commodity here. We'll get on the show.
Yeah.
We're booked up 2024.
Yeah, might book up a whole year now. Yeah. Jesse's working on a book in October right now. So yeah, we got all September. Oh yeah, what are our September dates? Since where is that again? Might have to, might be a random order, but okay, that's Alex. Oh yeah, we got El Tigre September 16th, Friday, 9 p.m. So
got the tiger.
The tiger, yep.
El Tigre.
You get me Nacho Libre, and I'm watching.
Yeah, there you go. And we got a UK wrestler Tuesday, September 20th, Shady Natras. So he reached out to us on our Facebook page, and that'd be pretty cool to get a guy from the UK. So yeah,
that's cool, man. Good for you guys.
Yeah,
putting in dates, getting those names.
Yeah, and I'll share one more, and then we can get back. But Tuesday, September 27th, we got Tom Rocky Stone, who's made AWA and WWE appearances. So yeah, back in the 80s and 90s. So yeah, go check it out, guys. We go live on Facebook and Instagram, and broadcast from Zoom to Facebook, and then Instagram Live. So go check those out. And oh yeah, it is Tuesday today. So Jesse and I usually do wrestlers of the week. So for tomorrow, we usually announce them on Wednesday, but since we got a show today, we got wrestlers of the week. I chose Below Zero Wrestling champion Jack Ledger, and Jesse chose the program member Stonehenge. So those are our guys for this week.
Both good choices.
Yeah. And last week we had Stacy Shadows, the Brew City Wrestling champion, and then someone who made their MAW debut in Eden Prairie, Leslie La Muñeca, who's Leslie 3 belts right now. So yeah, very cool stuff.
Is she?
Yeah, she's got where is the PWX, RPW, and AHW. So
good for her.
Yeah.
Acknowledge her.
Acknowledge.
I just did.
Yeah, that was an acknowledgement.
She gets a thumbs up.
Oh,
you gotta drape them. You gotta drape them over your arms like the Ultimo Dragon, though. Get them all.
There you go. Yeah. We got Bullet Bronson, North Dakota pro wrestler, says, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up?
Yeah.
To the party, pal.
Yeah. What are the other questions that I have? Oh, I guess we could do a little name association. And since we got both you guys, I'm kind of split it up in between. But if you guys got thoughts on any of the guys, you can chip in as well. But kind of
Okay.
split it up as like Brian, then Brad, then both of what I know. But maybe you guys have met them before as well. So
Sure. You want to start first, Brad, and then pass to me, or?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Brad, I'll go. Thanks, Brad.
So for Brad, I took a few names that I know off your list that you had, but Femi Kaler.
Femi Taylor?
Yeah.
Femi Taylor?
Yeah. Yeah. What were your original thoughts if you've met her or had a conversation yet?
She was amazing. So down to earth, super nice person. For the people that don't know who she is, she played Ula in, I think, the Return of the Jedi. She was part of Jabba the Hutt's whole posse, but super nice lady. We had the pleasure of taking her out to the Thirsty Belgian in Rochester. Her and not Paul Blake. Oh gosh, yeah, Paul Blake, who played Greedo, and they're both just amazing human beings. They're so down to earth, so cool. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah. Chris Sullivan.
Ooh, haven't been able to meet him yet. He had to cancel the first year of the con because they were winning, I think it was like Emmys or something for This Is Us. And then the following year they were having their child. So I haven't been able to meet him yet, but I'm wanting to because I love Taserface in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was Taserface.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
So,
yeah. Neil Ross.
Neil Ross is this year.
Oh,
so
that's
Neil
this.
Ross, yep, he'll be this year.
Okay. Sandy Selner.
Ooh, such a great person. She was Alpha 5 in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Super friendly, just a doll. She's been here 2 times now, I believe. So she was at the con twice. The only person here more, she's tied with Jake the Snake Roberts. And the only person that's been to more cons is Ming Chen. So, yeah. Yep.
Aye.
Yep. Aye.
Walter Jones.
Man, probably one of the coolest human beings I've ever met. Not only did I have the pleasure of chatting with him while I was here, we did karaoke together. He's a phenomenal singer. And then I drove him back up to the airport to have him leave, and our conversations were just awesome. He is just one of the coolest humans I've ever met, honestly.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was pretty cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah. Tim Rose.
Tim Rose never made it because he was from England, and so that was during the pandemic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he played the one iconic Star Wars guy. That would have been cool to meet him. But...
Yep. Well, wait. Instead of Tim Rose, though, we had Johnny Morton. So Tim Rose was actually Salacious Crumb, and another. It was a trap.
Oh, it was another part. Oh,
yeah. He played. Why can't I think of his name in Star Wars? It's a trap.
I can't think of it either.
Okay. Well, instead
I'm gonna beat myself up over it, but I know who you're talking
about. Instead, we had John Morton come, who played Boba Fett.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh shoot! I lost where to go. Oh shoot! No.
You were at Tim Rose, if that helps.
What's that?
I said you were at Tim Rose, if that helps.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Tracy Lynn Cruz.
No. See, you're hitting people that never made it. Tracy Lynn Cruz was a Yellow Ranger. She never made it. That was during the pandemic. We had to shut it. We had to shut that whole time down. So yeah.
Oh, the whole Con 2 was canceled, or that part.
The third one was canceled. Yeah.
Oh, the third. Okay. All right. And then for you, Brian, we got Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Mm.
Was cool. Was cool. He had some interesting demands, but other than that, he was cool to me, at least.
Yeah. Big time star demands.
That right there usually tells the whole story, just the way you said that. It was like, it was cool to see that person or that figure in person, but I'll BK with that experience.
Yeah.
I didn't have to deal with him, but I got to hear about some of his, things that he wanted, and it's like, okay.
I need a limo outside the casino. I need this. I need that. Yeah.
Some of them that come either. Some of them have these interesting things that they want, and then others are just really chill. Just like whatever. I'm just here to do a job.
Yeah.
So, but my time that I got to have with him, he was really kind and cool and chill. So, I had a little bit of mark out moment there. I don't have many of those anymore, but he was definitely one for me because I was a big fan when he used to work and stuff. So
yeah.
Anyway, next.
Yeah. Well, actually, before that, I kind of reminds me of the MAW Eden Prairie. I went to go meet JTG, and then I saw you, and I was like, "Hey, did you get your picture, or did you get an autograph from JTG?" And you're like, "I'm not a mark." I think he said it like that. Not a mark.
Just, I don't gush. I don't gush over. I don't get starstruck.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people tend to do. If I have an autograph from somebody or something, it's because they affected me in a certain way, and or like I'm a huge fan, and like we did. So like let's see here. What can I show off? For example, the Green Ranger is probably one of the things I got an autograph here. He got one of those little pog things or whatever, pop things.
Funko Pop?
Funko Pop. I got Jason David Frank to sign it. Because they like it. That was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, and he was my guy. So like again, so he affected me in a certain way. So I don't, like I said, I just don't, people put on their pants, one leg at a time, like everybody else. So you happen to be in a movie, you happen to be famous and whatnot. Good for you. Happy for you. But I'm not going to act a certain way around you and be different. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah. My
friend Kurt will just like he's showing me all these names and everything that's going to be a Crypticon, and like that's cool, bro. But I'm not going to get all these guys' autographs, and I'm probably not going to even go meet any of these people, But like there might be a few. There's a handful that like I think it'd be cool to maybe get their autograph and get something signed and whatnot. So.
Yeah. I mean,
if I meet people, I want to actually have conversations with them.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit the same way. Like, I thought I would geek out at like the wrestlers at MEW, but I'm like, I kind of just want to be like, well, I just kind of have that line like, hey, how's it going? What have you been up to? And when I talked to Lex Luger, he was like, I asked him, what have you been up to? And he's just like living the dream. And I thought that was just cool to have that little interaction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got to have a really cool, just one-on-one with Ted DiBiase,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and that was like one of those cool moments, like, you know, because I watched Ted when I was a kid and everything like that, and I hated him. I hated him because he, you know, I was supposed to. He did his job great, but I just got to have that one-on-one time and just kind of pick his brain a little bit and talk, you know, just like one-on-one. Just
Yeah.
good. It was just a cool moment. So anyway, moving on again. Sorry.
Yeah, we give him Medusa.
Oh, class act. Just a nice down to earth girl. Really cool. Just yeah, she was a joy to work with.
Yeah. And then the other guy that was at the show, Hornswoggle.
Horny?
Yeah. That's it.
He was great. He was great.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get to interact with him very much.
You did? Okay.
I know he was very cautious about his match, and rightfully so. I could understand his you know, we one of the guys in the tag hadn't had much experience, and I know Hornswoggle was, you know, very leery about that, and was concerned about, you know, if somebody's gonna, you know, pick him up and throw him or anything like that, because he's, you know, he's not as not in his prime anymore. So, you know,
yeah, for sure.
But no, other than he was fine.
Okay. Yeah.
We might use him again down the line too. So
okay. Yeah. Cowboy Bob Orton.
He was really cool. Didn't have no issues with him, no demands or anything like that. Came in, did his job, was happy to be there, down to earth, really cool.
Yeah.
I was sad that he didn't have the cast on though.
Yeah, I thought he would have. I asked my dad, I'm like, is he gonna have the cast on, or I don't know. Yeah, 30 years of having a cast on. Serious injury. Cowboy, or no, not Cowboy. Bill Irwin.
Wild Bill Irwin.
Yeah, not Cowboy.
He was cool too. Yeah, both of them were easy to work with.
Yeah. Charlie Norris.
Charlie, I like Charlie. He gave me one of my first breaks when I was just getting into wrestling. I was trying to find bookings and stuff like that. And I remember I went to a show up north and he was there because he was on it, and he was kind of looking around for people to have on his show. He was going to have this huge casino show in Thief River Falls. And he liked my match, and he came up to me after the match. He's like, I want you for the show, on my show. I was like, you do? Oh, okay, thanks. You ribbon? Was this? Oh, awesome. So, you know, I drove like 6 hours to Thief River Falls, and like, you know, then he comped my room and comped my food, which, you know, I'm just greener than ghost shit and going in there and, you know, getting this kind of superstar treatment. I'm like, what's going on here? So, it was a fun show. Greg Valentine was on the show. X-Pac was on the show. He was supposed to have Kamala on the show, but he fell through or something like that. But I'll just never forget that Charlie Norris kind of gave me that one cool experience, as you know, I'd only had a handful of matches at the time. So
yeah. So, and then one more for you, and then we'll do a couple for both. So
okay.
His good friend, the legendary Eddie Sharkey.
And Sharky, he helped train me after NeoPro closed down. I was looking for a place to go train, and then like they were the only thing available at the time. So I learned a lot from Sharky before they shut down and everything like that too. So
Yeah.
got to wrestle at First Avenue, which was kind of cool.
Oh,
He booked me on First Ave a couple times,
mhm.
and I got nothing but respect for Eddie Shark.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. And then for both of you guys, I'll have Brad go first and then you, Brian. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Ooh. Super nice guy. His wife was really nice also. She is the go-getter of the two. Like, I remember one of my volunteers had to go take her to Menards, I think it was, to get a bunch of 2x4s cut, and one of them wasn't cut the right length, so she made him scrap it. But clearly they're very specific with how long the 2x4s need to be. But other than that, super nice guy, super proud of him for beating his cancer. So
yeah.
Same, just really good dude. He was easy to work with. He was very particular about his 2x4. You're right. But that was one of those cool experiences where sometimes when you bring these guys in, they kind of, they say don't meet your heroes. But he's definitely an exception to that. He was really cool.
Yeah.
He even was happy to be kind of part of the show there for a little bit.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, they don't. Some of them have no interest in being part of the show at all, and they just want to come and do the signing and just leave. They don't want to be a part of the show. They don't want to do a promo or anything like that. But like him, Ted, Sarge, they were in gimmick and doing they were happy to get on the microphone and say a word or two. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Scott Steiner.
Skip.
Brad?
Skip.
No, come on, Brad.
Pass.
No, don't pass.
Uh-oh.
You start. You go,
start.
Brad.
You start this one then.
He was a joy. he was he was so happy to be there.
So happy.
So happy to be there. You were in the back with a Brad. You had to deal with it. Did you?
Let me see here. Challenging. I'll just stop there.
Okay.
Yeah, my experience with him was, that's probably a good way to put it. He was, challenging, cranky. I wasn't in the best of moods that day, and I could tell, so I just kind of stayed away from him. Apparently, he mellowed out when he got to the locker room, and they were getting ready for their match and everything like that. Apparently, he mellowed out. He was super over with the crowd. He got one of the biggest reactions of the night. Obviously, Scott Steiner. So, everyone has their bad days. Maybe we just caught him on a bad day.
I mean, yeah. I remember the first time we had Rampage on, he said he's great to work with during the tag match, but could get infuriated at times. So, yeah, I mean, from what we know about Scott Steiner, it's probably true. So,
play the devil's advocate here, and I'm just gonna pass it as maybe he was just having a bad day.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
But he took it out on everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone.
One versus all. Yeah.
When everyone, one's not happy, everyone must suffer.
Yeah.
Next.
Road Warrior Animal.
Never got the pleasure.
Oh, he did. Oh, man.
He was supposed to come to NerdinOut Con and he passed the year prior. So never got the pleasure, man. I was looking forward to it. I grew up. I met him when I was younger, actually. Him and Hawk. When I used to watch WWE, and a buddy and I went there and we had their foam pads on. And all I remember out of it was we ran up to him in the hallway when they're walking for their match. And I remember walking up to him and asking if I could get an autograph. And Hawk looks at me and he goes, "You got a pen, little man?" I'm like, "No." I didn't have one on me. So.
Yeah.
I had 2 moments with Animal. One, not so great. The second time around was awesome. And I remember what he did. He came up, it was our second Grand Slam, which was quite honestly one of the worst nights I've ever had in wrestling. It was just everything behind the scenes of that show. Shit, I could do a whole show on that. It was just a nightmare. But he wasn't too thrilled with the tag match that we had there when it was I can't even remember. It was Karanoia and Sebastian Taylor, and I can't remember who they wrestled. I feel bad for that, but Karanoia is taking the heat in the match, and well, I don't know whose idea that was. And when we're doing a show for fighting domestic violence, and it's like, whoa, why is she taking the heat? So, just like, and he's just like, he takes me aside and he just goes off on me, like, what the? Just berating anything and everything. And I wasn't the only one he yelled at, apparently, too. But he's yelling at me like, "You're doing a show about domestic violence. That girl in there getting beat up by guys. And what the heck is wrong with you guys?" And they're like, "Oh, I didn't plan the match. I didn't tell them to do that." And I go to the back and I talked to both of them, like, "Guys, whose idea was it to have Kara take the heat in this tag?" And they, we didn't want to have the same match we just had. But, like, doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
God bless the both of you. Love, guys were great and everything like that, but common sense should have told you that that's probably not a good idea for this show. So, so I got to take the blunt of it from Animal, and apparently I wasn't the only one he went off on about that, but he wasn't too hot about it because he wanted to come back. We used him again, and this time, the other time was more pleasant. He was a lot more pleasant to be around and happy to be there. And like, we just had a conversation where we kind of just buried the hatchet, and he was sorry for being so angry, I guess you could say. And we just had a normal civilized conversation with each other, like nothing had happened prior to that. I'm glad we did, because not too long after that he sadly passed away. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then I want to give you guys an opportunity just to throw in names about you guys, or about any guys that you want to talk about. I was trying to find stuff for both of you. It was kind of hard.
No worries. Brad, shoot.
What are we doing?
Talk about anybody for a name association and your conversations with them.
I don't know where this is going. Brian, you start.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of people you may have met. Okay, Jason David Frank.
Never met him.
Never met him. Okay.
No.
I'm off to a great start.
Yeah, it was hard to do a name association for this for both of you. I tried to do half, of course, but then I'm like, be cool for you guys to like bond over, talk about some guy, but apparently 2 of the guys were negative influences. But
you had a great time with Steiner, brother. Oh boy.
I told you.
Pump is your hookup.
I-
Holla, if you hear me.
yeah. Oh, I bet that whole locker room could hear him for sure. And you guys. Rampage, probably Avalon, all that. So
Okay, someone we both have in common here. Okay, the system.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, we've talked about them, but yeah, any more on the system, Brad?
I mean, like I said, I kind of settled what I needed to. So, I mean, what Brian said about what he's been pulling lately seems about right up his alley. You know, I think I don't know. I'm sure there's a good heart in there, but he's an arrogant. Thinks he deserves everything. It's owed to him. And I haven't been super impressed when he's in the ring. A lot of it's a lot of duck and move type stuff. But like I said, there's probably a good heart deep down inside there.
I've said it already before. I feel that he has a potential to be really good. Just needs to, like I said, quit with the shortcuts. Always depends on outside guys. Always depends on some sort of shenanigans, some sort of. And I just don't. I'm trying to get through to him. Like, you don't need to do that. I mean, if you do that, I'm not going to let you get away with it. Not anymore.
Yeah. I hope this year, Brad, you get to beat Johnny Oxbow, his personal videographer, if his suspension is up by then.
Who?
Johnny Oxbow is video guy.
Never heard of him.
He always gets in the match. What do you mean? He's always screwing the guy over. Or the other.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
I thought his name was Larry.
Larry.
His name was Larry.
Larry.
Well, he seems to think my name is Craig, so I just read it.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, he's that guy that popped on that one show of when you were on and you were bad mouthing, or he was bad mouthing you. You just kind of like, well, systems needs to stop doing shortcuts. And
you sure his name's not Larry?
I'm pretty sure it's not Larry. I might be mistaken though. But
okay.
Yeah, he claims his name's Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah. And Johnny, yes, Papa, but no.
All right, Brad, your turn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how this game's works. I'm supposed to name.
Name that we both have in common,
or anybody you met.
Anybody we've met.
Your list that you've met of the guys, or even like any other cons you've been to, or wrestlers or anything.
Well, you're a rock and roll fan from the 90s even.
Yeah.
Let's just take a shot in the dark. Poison.
Love me some Poison. Absolutely.
Good there stuff. We go. Same page. Saw them live a couple of years ago. They're better than Def Leppard and Tesla.
I didn't get to see him live. Never got to see him live, but would love to.
They were really good. They brought the energy.
Yeah. I think Drake just suggested a name. I don't know if it's for. I don't know who it's for, but she says D'Lo. Not sure if it's D'Lo Brown or D'Lo someone.
D'Lo Brown.
Maybe. D'Lo someone.
Brad, did you ever have any experiences with D'Lo?
Nope. Never met D'Lo.
He's part of some of my horse story from Grand Slam too.
Ooh, there we go. See?
There you go. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we got along. But like I said, it's a story for another podcast. Maybe, like I said, we could do a whole story on Grand Slam 2, the nightmare. That was Grand Slam 2.
The nightmare. Yeah.
Nightmare. Grand Slam 3 totally redeemed it. But like Grand Slam 2, I don't know what it was that night. It was just not a good night. behind the scenes, in front of everybody. Everybody was having a great time. Everyone was having a blast, and everyone. But man, behind that curtain, brother.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. What else?
He's a nice
All
guy.
right.
He's a nice guy, but he gave us a little bit of a headache that night. But
Yeah.
wasn't too thrilled about what we had planned for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Another shot at those big guys, huh? The big time guys.
Big time guys that night.
Mm.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah. Brian's like, I'm the big time guy. You guys don't tell me what to do.
Who am I to tell these guys? Like,
Yeah.
but I want to try to, and Eli too. Poor Eli back there as well.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like you learn quick. Like, you don't plan anything for these guys. You just let them come in and they'll tell you what they want to do.
Yeah.
They have no interest in doing anything you want them to do.
I think the last show, I think Brian, you and I talked about it, but since we haven't seen Brad for a while, and I know the movie's been out for a while, but the last recent Spider-Man movie, what do you guys think of that?
It was my favorite movie of the year. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Brad, what'd you think of it?
It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought the Batman was I don't know. I would say that's 1A, 1B. Those two were absolutely phenomenal. Like, that's my second favorite Batman movie made. So Spider-Man.
What's your first?
Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker.
We're on the same wavelength here, brother.
Yeah. I mean, that Spider-Man's probably my favorite Spider-Man movie. They definitely took in. Would it have been as great of a movie if they didn't involve the other two Spider-Men, though?
No.
So
that's what added to it.
That's what exactly, and that's what I always narrow it really down to, because like, you bring in Michael Keaton into that new Batman movie, jaw dropper. You know what I mean? It was such a well-written story, and it was darker, unlike a lot of movies. And I don't know, they did such a good job. And with Spider-Man, I think it was a great movie too, but take out the other two.
I think if you took out the other two Spider-Man, I think you still would have had a really good movie, because you had all those other villains in there.
Yeah, because you brought them all in. Yeah, I still think it would have been a really good movie, but they went with the past aspect rather than the future, like bringing in new characters. Like, why didn't we see Scorpion? Why didn't we see? That's what I would have loved to see.
Well, I think the reason is like they wanted to tell the story of the multiverse, which is obviously from the comics, which but like we've kind of already have our own multiverse a little bit. Let's capitalize on that, which was smart. So for a while there was, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. And then they fucking did it, and it's like, that's gold. It's gold. That's just like one of those cool moments that kind of just happened organically. Obviously, they had never had any attention from way back then, like, oh, we're gonna build to like a big multiverse movie or anything like that. So
yeah,
that's what you call long time storytelling in wrestling. They knew it was gonna happen.
That's right, brother. But I love the movie, and I loved the Batman as well. I thought that was really, really good. It's probably definitely my top 3 favorite Batman movies.
Yeah,
Dark Knight comes first, and then I still love the '89 Batman.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure.
Something about that one I just still love. And so like the Batman probably be the third.
It was the original and so simple. Like, the Batman outfit was so simple. The logo was simple. It was colorful. It was good. It's what started it all, I feel.
Oh yeah.
Movies wise, but
yeah. What do you guys think of the Thor movie, Love and Thunder?
Thought it was fine. It was a fun little comic book movie.
Yeah. I thought at first, like, within the first 30 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, am I going to walk out of this thing? Because of the humor. They brought just way too much humor that was unnecessary. And then the fight scenes came, and I was like, oh yeah, the fight scenes were really good, especially the one at the end with the kids. But they gotta chill out with all this humor. Leave it to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's too much. Like, even with Avengers, it's subtle humor, but it's not overbearing, and it's good action. And that's why they stop all this. Like, it's too much. Too much.
I didn't. The one thing I like, they made Thor. They've turned Thor into kind of a doofus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of
A big jack dude.
It's funny once in a while, but like the whole. But I don't know. I thought I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like groundbreaking or anything like that.
No.
Every time a new Marvel movie comes out, everyone heralds it as like this amazing movie. It's better than the last Marvel movie and everything like that.
But that's the thing is, since Spider-Man, they haven't put anything really amazing out. Like, even Doctor Strange wasn't better than the first Doctor Strange. And it's like, DC has the opportunity to capitalize right now, because the last movie they put out was Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Adam comes out, and if they make that really good, like, I really loved the first Shazam. I thought that was really good. I think people really underestimate that movie. I think a lot of people really underestimate that movie. And I think that they have potential.
They do. They have. They got a chance to kind of get it moving now.
But
DC does. I hope they do, because I like DC, I like Marvel. I want them to both succeed, but with the after the last Spider-Man movie, like you said, like the Doctor Strange 2, I liked it, but I didn't think it was anything groundbreaking or anything like that. And
right,
same went to Thor, and I have not watched the She-Hulk yet, and I've heard nothing but negative reviews on it.
Oh, I've seen clips, but I saw a clip of them twerking. I'm like, why? Or her She-Hulk and some lady in an office were just twerking. I'm like,
somebody sent me a funny meme, and I laughed so hard at it. And like it was a picture of those two twerking, and then there was like something written that says that Tony Stark died for this.
Yeah,
I just posted
Whoa.
one. I just posted one on that actually shows them twerking, then Hawkeye looking at his phone, and right below it says Thanos was right.
Oh man,
nice. That's great.
But in all reality, I'm gonna sound really old, guys. I need to get a bowl of cereal, get to bed.
Okay.
I have to get up early.
I hear you. Sorry, 10:30.
I hate being a party pooper. We've been partying at this for 2 hours.
No, sounds good, man. You go get that cereal.
Yeah. Brad,
magically delicious.
Is there anything else you want to share, Brad?
No.
One last plug, Brad. One last plug.
I'm just excited to have MAW back this year. Like, I didn't get to watch the show firsthand. But from where I was at, I got to watch it on the TV, and I got to rewatch it. And I just always think that they put on a good show, and I'm excited to not only see it, but hopefully be a part of it again, and show everybody what I've been working on. Because I've been actually practicing a little bit this year. It's not just simple drop kick. I've been working on some moves, Jaron. Like, I'm gonna walk a top rope. I'm gonna show you some stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do a body splash or not a body. I don't even forgot wrestling moves. You can
frog splash.
The
5-star.
Do the 5-star frog splash. There you go. Yeah, right onto System's face. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, NerdinOut Con guys, MAW's there as well, and like Brad said, a lot of celebrities there over 3 days, and then MAW. Brian's talking about. We'll see what the card is, but it'll be definitely some good stuff there. So yeah, But yeah, thanks guys for being on the show. For Brian Sager the 4th time, Brad for the 2nd time, and yeah, we definitely covered a lot of good stuff, and so this was definitely fun just talking about like pop culture and everything. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Love it. That's
Yeah,
why I like coming on with you. Maybe for
yeah,
maybe number 5 in the future sometime.
yeah, maybe 5.
We'll
Yeah,
bring Brad back up.
bring Brad.
It'd only
Hanging
be
with Brad
3.
here.
It'd only be
Brad.
3.
Brad 3. There we go.
Brad
Yeah.
3.
I was just looking back, Brad. We had you in like February. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You're one of the first guys, huh? Yeah. Same with Brian on the first time in January or something. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll let you guys go for the night. Thank you again. And we'll see what happens at NerdinOut Con and MEW. So yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. Live is ending. Almost there.